Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Life Coach D coming at you, and I'm coming at you today with some Sunday encouragement. So, as always, I speak out of my heart, and I tend to speak on things that I've meditated on, pondered over, and also things that I've experienced. And today was very, very interesting in the fact that I was on TikTok, and I'm typically a part of different panels, and we're having all kind of discussions. And what was really interesting today is there was a person who was talking about their lack of empathy and what life has taught them and how life has led them in such a way that their empathy is little to none. But a lot of that stems from trauma and traumatic experiences that have caused them to not have empathy for a certain sect of people who did some very damaging things to him. And so I'm gonna call this Matters of the Heart too. I did a video probably about a year and a half ago, and it was called Matters of the Heart. So we'll call this Matters of the Heart too today. The most important thing that we could ever do is have our heart right. Our hearts are where everything comes out of, our emotions, our state of being, our peace of mind. The Bible says to guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows life's issues. And even today, as this young man, actually he was one of my elders, was talking, he was brought to tears, and he was talking about how he was really confessing the fact that he's trying to work through this traumatic experience. But this experience has led him into this mindset where he just has little to no empathy. And if I'm being real, for a particular race of people, because of some very damaging things that was done to him. Many of us face things in life that cause trauma. And as an African American in this country, trauma has been generational for people of color because of the things that have been done systemically to people of color. And it causes these heart issues. It causes these issues that we have to deal with. It causes us to have to work through these situations and these circumstances so that our heart is right before the Lord. And then secondly, so that we're not blaming people that we deal with on a day-to-day basis based on some past experiences. So I said all that to say, and by way of encouragement, realize that when the Lord looks at us, he judges the inside. Man judges the outward. But the Bible says God judges the inward parts. And so my best advice to anybody out there, if we're cutting through all of the religious mindset, the buffoonery, the trickery, all of the stuff that the church has become outside of just being representations of Christ, it would be this as far as advice that I would give to you. Keep your heart right before the Lord. The only person you have to prove anything to, and the only person that you have to make sure that you're right before is God himself, because he will judge your heart. And so when Tupac said, only God can judge me, he was right. And a lot of people have had their opinions on that. But the reason I bring that up is because he's right. Only God can judge him. And only God can judge us. And so work very hard to keep your heart right. As I titled this Matters of the Heart, everything that we are derives from our heart and what has happened to cause our heart to either be ill, to cause our heart to be off, to cause our heart to be troubled, or to cause our heart to have a lack of peace. And the biggest thing that we could ever have is peace. And so do the work. Work this all out, not only through the Creator, but through yourself. Do whatever you need to do necessary to make sure your heart is right. For some, that may be therapy. For others, that may be talking it out to other people who've dealt with similar traumatic experiences. And to some others, it may be you're finding new ways to deal with the issue so that you are healed. And remember, healing takes place inside out. What happens on the inside will definitely manifest and can be seen and noticed on the outside. So that is what I have. I know it's a little long, but I wanted to be very specific and pointed because so many of us are dealing with these issues of the heart. And a lot of times we internalize it, we don't say anything. But the best thing you can do is talk about it, deal with it, deal with your Creator on it, and heal from it. So that is what I have. So until you guys hear from me again, I hope this was a huge encouragement to you all. Much love to you. God bless, and peace be the journey.